Can you really own a studio in BGC, that's in Metro Manila, for about $120,000? Or does the cheapest acceptable condo become expensive the moment you inspect the building, finance the balance, and add the cost nobody puts in the headline? Welcome to Gallivanting, Kendall. I'm Kendall Clement, and I've been living financial independence, retire early in the Philippines for 4 years now. In this video, we're going to examine what a budget studio in Bonifacio Global City actually costs, what the mortgage could look like at ages 40, 50, 60, and 65, and where an apparently cheap unit can punish you later. If you enjoy realistic Philippines budget content, fire conversations, and honest discussions about financial independence abroad, hit like and subscribe. We are using a target purchase price of $120,000. That is not the average BGC condo. It is the lower edge of the resale market, where current listings include older studios around 36 to 48 square meters. That's about 360 square feet to 480 square feet at approximately $112,000 to $146,000. Now, at this price, you're generally shopping for age, compromise, or a motivated seller. Now, one thing I always want to make clear on my channel is that I'm showing you what's possible at different budget levels in the Philippines, not necessarily what I personally recommend for everyone. There's a difference between what a budget can technically support and what creates real peace of mind long term. Margin matters. I have not lived in every location I cover, and I haven't personally visited all of them. I carefully research current housing and living costs so you don't have to spend hours looking up everything yourself. I have lived in the Philippines for 4 years now. I lived in Cebu for almost 3 years, and I lived here in Metro Manila, the BGC area, for about 9 months now. However, over the course of the last 4 years, I have experimented with different Philippines budget levels for months at a time. Location changes the numbers dramatically. A $120,000 condo elsewhere in Metro Manila may buy far more space. In BGC, you're paying for walkability, security, restaurants, malls, and offices. Let's start with the cash requirement. On a $120,000 resale studio, assume the bank finances 80% of the appraised value, not necessarily 80% of the seller's price. If the appraisal supports the full price, your 20% down payment is $24,000 and the loan is $96,000. But that is not your complete move-in number. Let's review. Documentary costs, registration, transfer charges, bank fees, and insurance can add several $1,000s. Sellers ordinarily carry the 6% capital gains tax, but never assume every advertisement defines net, gross, or all-in identically. I would preserve $8,000 to $12,000 above the down payment before renovation. That means a financed buyer may need roughly $32,000 to $36,000 in available cash. If the unit needs $8,000 for air conditioning, appliances, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and furnishings, the practical cash reserve can approach $44,000. Cheap gets seductive very quickly. Then the invoices arrive wearing high heels. Now the age math. I'm illustrating these payments at 7% interest. Actual approval rate, fixing period, and term depending on the bank and borrower. Philippine mortgages often fix the interest rate for only 1, 3, or 5 years and then reprice. A 20-year loan is not necessarily a 20-year guarantee of today's rate. At age 45, the age 70 rule appears to leave 25 years, but a bank product may cap a condo loan at 20 years. Financing $96,000 for 20 years at 7% produces a payment of approximately $744 a month. At age 50, the maximum remaining period to age 70 is 20 years. So the same example is also approximately $744 monthly. At age 60, the available term falls to 10 years. The same $96,000 balance becomes approximately $1,115 a month. At age 65, only 5 years remain. Now the payment rises to approximately $1,901 a month. That is before association dues, property tax, insurance, maintenance, utilities, and any future interest rate adjustment. These are estimates, not promises of approval. A foreigner can own a Philippine condominium unit if foreign ownership in the project remains within the legal limit. Financing is separate. An SRRV, Philippine income history, local banking relationship, co-borrower, and bank underwriting can all matter. The SRRV program now accepts qualified principal applicants from age 40, but an SRRV, Special Residency Retirement Visa, does not guarantee mortgage approval. What about the balloon payment? On a normal resale purchase funded by a standard amortizing bank loan, you should not automatically face one enormous final balance. The confusion often comes from developer plans. A developer may advertise a low monthly payment covering only 10% to 20% before turnover. The remaining 80% or 90% then becomes due through cash or approved bank financing. That turnover balance is the balloon-sized problem. If the bank later appraises a condo below the contract price, the buyer must usually cover the difference. Imagine agreeing to $120,000, expecting a $96,000 loan, and receiving an appraisal that supports only $110,000. At 80% financing, the bank lends $88,000. Your required equity has just jumped from $24,000 to $32,000 before closing costs. The unit itself is only half the inspection. Older buildings may offer larger studios and lower prices. They may also bring aging elevators, water intrusion, dated electrical systems, weak soundproofing, pests, or major future repairs. For a roughly 37 square meter studio, that's about 370 square feet, association dues around $2 per square meter monthly would equal about $74. A building charging closer to $3 per square meter puts that near $111. Add perhaps $15 to $40 monthly average for property tax and insurance, plus a repair reserve of at least $100. Before electricity or internet, ownership overhead could reasonably reach $190 to $250 a month. Utilities depend heavily on air conditioning. A careful resident might spend $80 to $140 for electricity, water, and internet. Heavy air conditioning can take the total beyond $200. Add that to the mortgage and ownership costs, and our financed buyer at age 50 may carry approximately $1,115 to $1,195 monthly before groceries, transportation, healthcare, entertainment, or obligations back home. At age 60, that housing total becomes approximately $1,386 to $1,566. At age 65, it becomes approximately $2,172 to $2,352. The condo price did not change. The buyer's age changed the monthly reality. Before buying, request the condominium certificate of title, tax declaration, latest real property tax receipts, association dues, clearance, insurance information, and minutes from recent condominium corporation meetings. Ask about pending special assessments, elevator replacement, waterproofing, pipe replacement, lawsuits, reserve funds, rental restrictions, pet rules, and the project's remaining foreign ownership capacity. Pay for an independent inspection. Run every faucet, look beneath every sink, test the electrical outlets and air conditioners. Visit after heavy rain and during evening traffic. Ask residents whether elevators fail, deliveries become difficult, or if nearby nightlife reaches the unit at midnight. A $300 inspection can protect a $120,000 decision. So how cheap is too cheap in BGC? Below roughly $112,000. I would treat a studio as a lead requiring unusually aggressive verification, not as proof that you discovered secret value. Around $120,000 can be plausible for an older resale studio, but I would want approximately $140,000 available if buying cash, allowing room for closing, repairs, and reserves. If financing, the safer target is not merely the $24,000 down payment, it is at least $40,000 to $45,000 accessible, a payment you can still carry after repricing and enough monthly margin to absorb a special assessment without panic. The bargain is not the condo with the lowest price. The bargain is the condo whose weaknesses you fully understand and can comfortably afford. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as always, take care of each other and give somebody a great day.